All right, man, I just couldn't stay away from talking to you guys today. I told you I'd teach you how to make a great impression on a girl in just 10 to 15 minutes, right? You've been waiting for this, and finally, you're here. I said I'd share some smooth moves with you, some tricks that will make you stand out the first time you talk to a girl. And look, I'm not saying being a player is something to be proud of. Bro, it's more about understanding connection, attraction, and confidence. But since you're here, let's do it right. Sit back, relax, and listen carefully, because what I'm about to share can literally change the way you approach women forever. Now, first things first, what I'm gonna teach you today can impress a girl instantly, make her remember you, and maybe even make her curious about you. But I won't lie to you, this isn't a guaranteed way to build a deep, long-term relationship. What this will do, though, is make sure you never go unnoticed again. If she's talking to someone else, dating someone, or even just casually scrolling through her day, meeting you will still stand out. You'll become the kind of guy who leaves an impression without even trying too hard. So let's get into it. Here's the main principle behind this mindset. Confident guys don't chase, they attract. The men who really know what they're doing don't try to manipulate girls. They understand female psychology enough to create a magnetic image of themselves. The image you build in her mind should be of a guy who's calm, confident, and unapologetically himself. You don't try hard to impress her. You simply exist in a way that makes her curious. No matter how ordinary you think you are, the girl standing in front of you should feel like, damn, this guy is bold. He says what he wants, he means what he says, and he probably gets what he wants too. She should feel that you're not a guy who gets stuck chasing someone forever. Instead, if she says no, she knows you won't waste your time, you'll just move on. Because you know your worth, and you know there will be someone who appreciates you instantly. That's the energy we're going for, the limited time offer kind of energy. You don't beg, you don't cling, you don't overtext. You value your own energy so much that people naturally start valuing it too. When a girl picks up that you don't get emotionally shaken by rejection, it confuses her in the best way possible. Most guys take rejection personally. Confident men move on like it's no big deal. You hear the no from one ear and let it go from the other. That's where your power lies. When she sees you doing that, her behavior starts to shift. Suddenly, she'll want to engage, to test you, to see what makes you so self-assured. In her mind, you've already created the image of someone every girl wants. A guy who's in control of himself, who knows how to treat a woman well, tease just enough to keep things interesting, and walk away if needed. You've created a kind of mystery that makes her want more, not because you begged for attention, but because you didn't. And here's what usually happens once you leave. She starts thinking about you. Why didn't he try harder? Did I miss something? That's when the charm really kicks in. You didn't manipulate her. You simply showed her confidence that's so rare. You become the exception she didn't expect. Now, before you get into the actual technique, let me make one thing clear. Don't be too obvious when you're checking a girl out. If she catches you staring too long and too often, it can backfire. A quick glance, followed by a small, confident smile, works better than constantly looking at her. The way you make eye contact, though, is everything. Don't look down, don't look away too quickly, and please, don't look nervous. Eye contact shows your confidence, even before you say a single word. If you look uncertain or distracted, the conversation loses energy. Even if you get rejected, make sure you don't break eye contact too soon. Smile, nod, and move on. That one calm reaction makes you stand out more than anything else. And while we're talking about rejection, this is important. Bro, learn to take a no like a man. Don't let it define you. Rejection is just feedback. Every confident man gets rejected sometimes, but the only difference is he doesn't make it personal. He just keeps improving, keeps showing up, and stays rooted in his cool, playful energy. That's the kind of attitude women find magnetic. Also, understand this clearly. You don't have to say something wild or direct when you're talking to a girl. Don't start with lines like, I want to hook up, or anything that gives off desperation. You're not trying to show desire. You're trying to show interest. There's a difference. Interest is about, I'd like to get to know you. Desire sounds like, I need you. Always, always stay in the frame of interest. Ask a few casual questions, something about her vibe, what she's doing, where she's from, or something funny in the moment. Throw in a light, harmless compliment. Not something intense about her looks, but about her energy or outfit, something that sounds real. Flirt playfully, not aggressively. If she matches your vibe, keep talking. If not, say something like, cool, chatting with you, and move on. Don't drag it. The magic works because you don't give your attention easily. Now, everyone asks me how to create this magnetic charm in just 10 or 15 minutes. And I'll tell you the truth, it's not just about minutes. These moments only work if they're backed by months or even years of personal growth. Your personality needs to radiate confidence before you even open your mouth. That means you've got to work on yourself every single day. When a girl looks at you, she should feel that you've put effort into becoming a better version of yourself. That doesn't mean you need to be the best looking guy in the room. It's not about that. It's about the vibe you carry. Clean clothes, a neat haircut, proper posture, calm expressions, and a comfortable, natural way of talking. These things say more about you than your cheekbones ever could. Fix your body language. Walk with your shoulders back, but relaxed. Don't slouch or look rushed. Take your time with every movement. It shows that you're grounded and calm, and that's attractive. And one more thing, fitness matters. You don't need to be ripped, but you shouldn't look like you've given up on yourself either. Move your body, eat well, sleep enough, take care of your skin, smell good. These are small things, but they send big signals that you're someone who values himself. And when you value yourself, other people automatically do too. This kind of growth takes time, man. Personality doesn't build in one day. It's a slow process that shows through every small decision you make. The way you talk, the way you react, the way you carry yourself. It all comes from the mindset that you're growing for yourself, not for validation. When you do that, women notice. Everyone does. Another thing that plays in women's minds, though we don't always realize it, is how you make them feel in the first few moments. That first impression matters more than you think. So when you walk up, don't be stiff. Smile just enough to seem warm, not fake. Look comfortable. Use her name when she tells you it makes the connection real. And bro, if you want to learn how to actually start a conversation naturally, that's a whole other video. I'll explain everything from the first word to body language. But before that, you really need to start working on becoming your best version first. Every tip in the world will fail if your base personality has no confidence or direction. See, I can't give you a word-for-word checklist that says, say this, stand like that, walk like this. It doesn't work that way because every man's personality is different. Just like our voices, no two people have the same energy. What works for one guy might look awkward for another. That's why you need to experiment. Figure out what suits your vibe. When you do that, you'll see natural confidence showing up without trying too hard. Be your own coach, man. Observe yourself, how you talk, how you react, how you handle silence. Get comfortable being yourself without pretending to be someone else. That's the real secret. Once you do that, people feel it. It's invisible but real. So that's all for today's talk, my brother. I hope you got something valuable out of this. I will meet you with another video soon.